Hey you guys, this is Audrey Welch from San Diego, independent consultant and regional vice president with Arbonne. Super excited to be here with you guys today to share with you a little bit about our income opportunity, which has been such a huge blessing in my life. And I am just so passionate about sharing it with other men and women who just want more out of life. So if someone sent you this video, they see something amazing in you, take that as a compliment, give yourself a pat on the back, because we are trained to share this income opportunity with people that we look up to and admire. So that's you. So when I first learned about Arbonne, you guys, I was actually a product junkie, self-proclaimed, building my esthetician career. I was also newly pregnant with my first daughter, and I was desperate to be able to stay at home and raise my future babies. Although I loved being in the health and wellness and beauty industry, I really was adamant about being able to work mobily and set my own schedule and call my own shots. So my first daughter, Emma, was born, and honestly, I could not imagine going back to work full time. However, our family really did need two incomes living here in San Diego. I had seen my mother-in-law, Executive National Vice President Sandra Tillinghast. If you've heard of her, met her, you know how amazing she is. I had seen Sandra build an ultra successful, lucrative business with Arbonne, but I really didn't know if I would be successful. You see, I'd never done sales before. I was a young mom. I was young in general, and didn't really trust myself that I could make this work. But at this point, I was open to learning, and I was willing to try something completely out of my comfort zone. And I'm so grateful I was open to it, which I know many of you guys on the call today, and some of you, are open, and some of you don't know if you're open yet. And you might even be listening as a set of ears for a friend, hearing more about what he or she does, and maybe listening to get some referrals after you know a little bit more about our company. So looking back, I am so grateful that I decided to go for it and really jump in with both feet and not just put my big toe in, right? Anything worth having is going to take work and consistent effort, and nothing is easy, but who wants nothing, right? So being able to design what my day looks like is such a gift, you guys. My husband and I are now raising two beautiful daughters who we get to be a constant presence in their lives, on the soccer field, in the classroom, on the tennis courts, on the basketball courts, and traveling the world together. So what is Arbonne, you guys? So Arbonne is a 40-year strong, and I love that because it's tried and true, 40-year strong, vegan, plant-based health and wellness company specializing in bringing the very best products with the best ingredients directly to your doorstep with just a few clicks. Arbonne's also created a whole workforce just like me, of women and men who are passionate about sharing the gift of health and wealth. So we're actually an online platform, so you'll never see like a storefront or a shop that's Arbonne. We're 100% online, and we are definitely the business of the 21st century. They say slowly but surely brick and mortar is being completely replaced with click and order. So we are in the right industry at the right time. We work from our cell phones whenever and wherever we choose. People, where are people? They're on their phones. So how do you captivate them and be able to get in touch with them is on your phone, right? And just to put this out there, have you ever heard that you're most like the top 5 people that you spend the most time with? Or furthermore, that if you average their yearly annual incomes, that's the most that you'll cap out on. That's your glass ceiling based on your belief and your mindset and the energy that you surround yourself with. Crazy to think about, but that's one of the huge pluses about Arbonne, is that I get to constantly be surrounded by people who are really striving for greatness in all areas of their lives. We have people from all different backgrounds, you guys. We have people from GEDs all the way up to PhDs and above. They're all making a difference, whether it's helping people with their health, helping them with their virtual franchise, which is what we call your Arbonne virtual storefront, or helping them leverage their time, helping them be the best they can be, whatever it is, right? I love that our company utilizes social marketing as their distribution method too. It's just straight up smart. If you've ever heard someone recommend a great movie or a restaurant, they're doing social marketing. And if you yourself have passed along the good news about a great pediatrician, a great binky, a great baby blanket, right? I know those of us as with young children, we're constantly sharing tons of information about what works and what doesn't, what to buy and what not, right? So think of all the amount of information and referrals that you share on a daily basis. Wouldn't it be incredible to get a commission check from that? I mean, let's be serious, right? So the social marketing industry is actually a $182 billion industry worldwide. It's greater than the NFL, the music, the film, the TV, and the gaming industry combined, you guys. Crazy. That is a big market demand. And that's the business model that Arbonne uses, is social marketing. So we're able to market in a social setting. We use social media, we use text messages, DMs, Messenger, FaceTime, Zoom, video chat, all kinds of tools like that. Social marketing is really a fabulous way, you guys, to get ultra premium products at an economical price, which normally those two words don't go in the same sentence, right? So our business model cuts out the middleman. It cuts out the warehouser, the retailer, the advertiser, the paid models, the storefront, the celebrity that endorses the line, right? All of that costs money. And the typical markup is actually 30 cents on every dollar that you, the consumer, pay for that company's marketing. So crazy. So that means that since we don't have that money that we're paying out, our product price point stays low and highly competitive, but your formulation and your quality of the product goes way up. So Arbonne's actually a research and development company, so we're constantly perfecting our formulas and making sure that we are delivering the highest in health and wellness. And I really like to kind of refer to us consultants as brand ambassadors, because let's face it, if you truly love a great mascara or a great protein powder, of course you're gonna tell your 20 closest friends, right? It would be so nice though to get a paycheck for that. And that's what we do with Arbonne. We teach people how to redirect their money and then turn that income or turn that expense into an income. It's amazing, because we're all always gonna wash our face, right? Everybody that you know, you guys, is washing their face with something, I promise you. They're using some kind of mascara, they're using some kind of protein powder. So it's so great to be able to introduce this line and be able to have an income stream at the same time. So I'm pretty confident in saying I'm sure all of us by now have shopped online before. Books, gifts, clothes, personal care. So what we do in Arbonne is we shop from our own online store, and then we share with people how to do the same, right? It's cloud-based digital franchising, so we don't stock any products. I don't have a garage full of Arbonne, I promise. And then our products get shipped directly from Arbonne corporate to the client's doorstep. So I'm not running around delivering a lip gloss 50 miles from my house. That gets shipped directly to our client's door, which is amazing. We like to call it Arbonne Prime because it's nice and fast too. So I just want to cover a few key factors to consider when you're looking at a business. One is being able to leverage your time. So before Arbonne, you guys, I was trading time for money. So when people canceled or I had no shows working as an esthetician, guess what? I didn't make a penny, and I was still away from my family. I had to be there physically, right? Even though I didn't make money. So that's time away where I could have spent that time doing something else. And that's the beauty of time leveraging. If you can teach and train other people to do what you do, which is what we do in Arbonne, then I'm working 10 hours a week for my business, but I've taught 5 other girls how to have their own Arbonne businesses also, and they're working 10 hours a week. That's 60 hours of work going into my organization, and I'm working 10. Isn't that amazing? It's just so incredible when you leverage yourself. And think of that on a grander scale, you guys. Think of that when you've sponsored a team of 100, 200, 500, right? The amount of people we can touch is so amazing. The amount of people we can help with products and income is incredible. The next thing I want to talk about is all of Arbonne's products are all consumable. So once you get someone hooked up on our nutrition line or our skincare line, it's really hard for them to switch because they fall in love with our brand, which is so nice. And you never have to go and resell it to them again. They know the brand, they know they love it, they trust it. And so what do? They jump online and they place a reorder, which is so awesome because you get paid every time they shop, regardless. It's just incredible. And of course, you know, after a few days or after a few months of using your favorite face wash, it's gonna run out, right? And so eventually you're gonna need to reorder more. And then the last two things I wanna talk about is our timing and trends and then the marketplace demand. So timing is spot on for this company to really flourish. The health and wellness industry is a $1 trillion marketplace, and people really wanna have the energy to be able to feel and look their best. Not only that, but the Gen Y, you guys, which is the millennials and Gen Y, it's kind of lumped into that whole, like the 30s and the 20s right now. They are the most entrepreneurial generation that this world has ever seen. They want to really own their life. They want to be flexible and they want to enjoy their life now, not when they're 65 and retired, right? So having said all of this, you guys, Arbonne's system is phenomenal. We all get the same products to work with. We all get the same platform. We all get the same website. We all get the same starter kit. You are the secret sauce, which is amazing because I had someone ask me once before, and I distinctly remember this, what are the chances of me becoming successful in this? And I said, you tell me, what are the chances of you following through on your dreams? What are the chances of you committing to what you say you want, right? And I think that's such a beautiful thing to really be in charge of that, right? So let's talk a little bit about the compensation plan. And it's really up to you what you decide you're worth with Arbonne. No one else has the ability to say that but you. So everyone joins as an independent consultant. Right now it's $49 to join. Easy peasy, right? And with a $500 qualifying order, that sign-up fee is actually waived, which is amazing. And then our first goal is to get you district manager right away. That's our first level of management. There's 4 levels. And the average income at district manager is about $250 to $1,000 a month. And for a lot of people, that can really help pay off some of their debt, their student loans, supplement for, you know, to get a nanny, competitive sports, whatever that is for you. But that's extra income coming in no matter what, which is amazing, just for sharing something that you love. The second level, which is area manager, the average income is anywhere from $1,000 to $4,000 a month, you guys, and at that point, your business is willable. So if anything were to happen to you, you can actually pass on that income will stay in your family for up to 6 generations. How incredible is that? I don't know another company that does that, but what a generous thing that Arbonne has offered us to put in our sweat equity now and build a legacy for our family that will continue to pay us and be able to reap the benefits of our work that we once put in. It's incredible. The next level is the regional vice president level, and that's the 3rd out of 4 levels. And that's where your income is anywhere from $5,000 to $8,000 a month and then up. So up to like $14,000 a month. 5 to 8 is about average, but all the way up to $14,000 a month. Plus you get an $800 a month Mercedes-Benz cash bonus, which is so exciting that you get to choose your own white Mercedes of your choice, and you get a car bonus on top of your paycheck to go towards that white Mercedes. It's a great point in your business, and it really is where people start saying, oh my gosh, she really did it, right? Or he really did it. The average time to promote to this level, you guys, is about 2 years. Some do it quicker, some do it slower, that's average. But how fast does 2 years go by, right? It's amazing. Most of our consultants, you guys, are working other jobs, full-time jobs. They have multiple children. They're busy in life. So I don't want you to think that the people that get to the top of this company are just sitting around not doing anything and they have tons of extra time to build Arbonne. There's really something missing in their life. That's why they decided to do this. It's usually more resources. It's like time or money, right? So what would a few extra $1,000 a month do for you and your family? And what's the amount that you would need to give you and your family more choices? So think about that, you know, maybe enough to cover a mortgage payment, vacations, college funds, that kind of thing. And then the top level of our company, you guys, the 4th level of the company is national vice president. The average income there is about $22,000 a month. That is incredible. And it's really safe to say that you and your family's needs are met by that point. So then you get to dream bigger. Who can you help? What can you do? What cause is near and dear to your heart that you want to, be able to give back to? Plus, your car bonus goes up to $1,000. You get a little bit of a nicer Mercedes.